Athyna wanted you to have this, so here it is. Good news travel fast. I am Celeste Bono, and I'm bringing you positive news from all over the world. So, unless you are living under a rock, you definitely heard what went down during the weekend at the Oscars ceremony. Yep, Will Smith, Chris Rock, Jada Pinkett Smith. But we're not here to talk about that. We're all about Troy Kotsur. Well, before the drama, Troy made history becoming the first deaf man to win an Oscar for his role in Coda. In his emotional acceptance speech, the actor thanked all deaf theaters that allow him to perform and perfect his craft, as well as his father, who was impaired to sign after a car accident paralyzed him from the neck down. "You're my hero," he said, notably teary-eyed. Hollywood royalty sent him off with an explosion of applause, with sound and without. But as we said, he was the first man to win an Oscar. Want to know who was the first deaf person ever to win an award for acting? Look no further than Troy Kotsur's Coda co-star, Marlee Matlin. Yeah, Marlee won the Academy Award when she was 21 years old for her role in Children of a Lesser God. Here at Athyna, we celebrate these types of films and inclusive casting and hope for many, many more to come. If you haven't watched Coda yet, make sure to catch it in your nearest theater and, bring Kleenex. A lot of. Actually, a bunch of them, because you're definitely gonna need it. An eco-family in Catalonia has almost perfected a zero-waste lifestyle. They go weeks without throwing away a single piece of trash thanks to epic amounts of recycling and savvy shopping. Esther Peñarubia encourages her 2 kids to make crafts and drawings from old bits of packaging so that nothing ends up in a landfill. Over the past 2 weeks, Esther has only been forced to throw away 4 to 5 items. She began minimizing her family's wastage when she moved house and decided that she would leave all single-use items behind. The family also grow their own tomatoes, lettuce, broccoli, and herbs in the kitchen garden and have orange and mandarin trees outdoors. Esther has also found herself in a community of friends who trade items that they need with each other, like furniture or plates or whatever they need. To help educate her kids, she takes them out on nature walks to the forest where they pick up trash as they go so they can recycle later. Esther, who has a PhD in agriculture engineering, thinks that the challenging part of her life is convincing others that it is achievable, as people often assume that swapping to reusable products is expensive, but she finds that it is way simpler than people think. Well, there you go. Simplicity at its finest. Those who recently celebrated Valentine's Day may enjoy this story. The small community of Lover in Wiltshire, England, became popular with people who flocked there to post cards for February 14. The main post office has closed, but a temporary one opens during the week of Valentine's Day to keep the tradition alive. Residents of the village form the Lover Community Trust, and in the past 5 years have stamped more than 8,000 cards and letters with "Sent from Lover." Supported by the Royal Mail, a team of volunteer cupids stamp cards with Lover's special postmark before they are sent all around the world. Residents of the pretty village also hang heart-shaped bunting, wreaths, and balloons on their garden fences and front doors. One local couple, 71-year-old Jill Stark and her 72-year-old husband, Fred, moved to Lover after falling in love with a property located in the center of the village. The pair were drawn in by, of course, the name of the village and the idea of being the lovers from Lover. So, when members of the community start fighting with each other, is that a lover's quarrel? No? I hope you enjoyed this episode. There will be more great news tomorrow. Good News Travel Fast is a news podcast serving positivity and laughter in daily doses. Oh, but we don't have episodes on the weekends. We actually have to sleep. This podcast was produced by Matthias Rosenberg, creative direction by Josefina Cordova, and hosted by Wallo Lapaju and Celeste Bono. That's me. This show was supported by Athyna. Hire, manage, and retain world-class global talent at Athyna.io. A brilliant startup like yours needs the best of the best on your team. Are you taking advantage of global talent? Level up your team for more success for only 33% of your usual hiring costs. Go to Athyna.io right now to learn more. That's Athyna.io.